Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Brad 38. Brad 38. Hut. Hut.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. In his own end zone, it's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that. Time, 3rd down here. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Brady. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself. And that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Touchdown, Miami. Equanimous St. Brown, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And it's up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
29, Alpha.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
By 20.
Throwing now is Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Brady. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 23. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. A 2nd down throw now for Kaiser. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Kaiser to throw it. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
20.
On play action, now Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. Now Brady leaves to Burkhead on the draw. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Like 20. Like 20.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Now a play fake, Brady. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
20. Regular. Move.
From midfield, here's Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. Robert Quinn. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So now here come the Dolphins. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Flex round! Flex round!
Kaiser on first down. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Kaiser, he sets the... And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And they're going to get to him. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down in the end zone. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He's going to take another shot, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Here we go. Stop.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
20! Like 20!
Brady going to throw. Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before half for Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he's got some space here. And it winds up a terrific return, but markers are down. And this is going to come all the way back. A first down throw for Kaiser. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On second down, Kaiser again. And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of... $12. On first down, Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? Yeah, down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Let's go! White 90! White 90! Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up!
Following the interception, Kaiser escaping the pressure. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
Out of his end zone, Kaiser. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Pulled in at the 24. Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Brady now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. To the sideline and complete to Gronkowski. A good pickup there at 22. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Following the penalty, Michel. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's third down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. New England on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Brady. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And some room to work. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Kaiser now from the 50. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pick up there at 20 yards. Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Able to get away. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the gun, Kaiser. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback. That's who.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the handoff, it's Michel. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Brady. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Brady got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, he really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. Still a lot that can happen, but you think they get points on this drive, even if it's just 3. Should wrap this one up.
And you got to love their starting field position. So if you're the play caller right now,
he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Equanimous St. Brown with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Looking at the numbers from a season ago, the Dolphins only went for 2 once, and they got it. They'll try another here. To throw is Kaiser. Dancing to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Brady now on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
A give. This is Michel. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And out come the Dolphins now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown, 46 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Patterson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they're throwing here. Kaiser. And now here is another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They back at his own 3-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On second down, here's Brady. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
New England on third down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 16. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at about the 28. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.